Congratulations for deciding to develop your own understanding and expertise in legal project management. Legal project management, or otherwise known as LPM, is the application of project management principles and practices to enhance the delivery of legal services. Whilst both the legal profession and project management discipline are neither new, there has been a global wave of interest in legal project management practices. So what is the sudden catalyst for law firms to take a project approach to legal matters? Well, it simply comes down to the client market demands for fixed-priced legal services. This is a historic shift from a lawyer progressing work and charging for their time as they go to a model where an accurate quote can be given up front. Clients are now wanting to better understand the legal costs and limit their own risk of high expenses for legal work that could lead to their financial loss, even when they win the legal case, thereby making better informed decisions about whether to pursue a legal pathway or not. Legal project management recognises legal managers are actually projects. To ensure legal services to be adequately planned and executed consistently and effectively, law firms should embrace more formal project management practices. To enable a law firm to determine a budget, a project framework is needed, which then extends to managing the legal matter assignment to ensure that the law firm still maintains a profit. This means both getting better clarity to the scope of the work up front while having the methods and processes to manage client expectations and scope changes as the work progresses. Of course, fixed price are not the only driver, as law firms become more competitive with a high need for successful delivery of managing complex legal cases, where they are also seeking more efficiency, effectiveness, and consistent high-quality processes, whilst better managing their own resources and risks. Now, legal matter, whether that is formulating a contract agreement, a will and testimony, and through to a significant court-based litigation, comprises typical process steps that can be analysed to create a standard work breakdown structure for each legal matter type. Basically, a work breakdown structure is a step-by-step process that enables a consistent approach across the law firm. For example, the process of facilitating arbitration to settle a dispute still follows general process steps, which could be managed as an activity where the budget and schedule is estimated as a first stage of a total potential work. Breaking up a complex legal matter process into stages works well, as a failed arbitration, say stage 1, often leads to the law courts, being stage 2, where the next stage of court preparation can commence. This simply means recognising that a complex legal matter, which is a project, has stages where decision points exist and where a budget and schedule can be determined for each. Of course, this is all safeguarded by an agreed change management process being in place, where changes to the scope can increase fees charged. This is because agreed changes impact the scope and therefore may adjust the fees incurred by the client. By using project tools and techniques, the law firm can better plan, budget, schedule, and allocate human resources to progress the work. Profits can be tracked during execution. This includes identifying and managing its own risks, managing process issues efficiently as they arise, and dealing with scope changes without disputes. These are simply fundamental project principles that are now being applied to the legal profession. Now, of particular interest, legal project manager jobs now exist. Traditionally, the role may have been occupied by the lead lawyer, but these new roles are also involving project management experts who are not legal practitioners themselves. Their role is to help large law firms better manage the legal matter process, aimed to free up the time of its high-paid lawyers who will then focus on the actual legal tasks only. This means someone is focusing on the documentation and compliance requirements without neglect of the key stakeholder engagement obligations and the key communication processes being missed. This is great news for all parties involved. Lawyers have effectively been project managers since the profession's inception, but the change we are now experiencing is the formulation of the methods, tools and techniques that brings project management rigour to the benefit of the client and the law firm, balancing their interests and ensuring a more favourable relationship. Legal project management training will ultimately become embedded in the education of law schools, yet today's law firms are needing to fast-track their team's competency in developing these project skills. This is the reason why this training has been offered, supported by certification and qualifications for individuals like yourself who have taken the steps to become more informed. I hope this session helps you to better understand the term and the history behind legal project management and how it can be used to improve the processes and outcomes of legal services.